Hello and welcome to Wednesday and another ranked review or recommendation. And today I'm going to be reviewing the DJI OSmo Pocket. This awesome little device is a camera come gimbal in one, made by the DJI guys, and DJI are known for their gimbals and their drones, probably more known for their drones amongst the mountain bikers of you out there. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I've actually matched my shades to my t-shirt. We've gone for the orange melon optics today, and we're reviewing the DJI OSmo Pocket, which is a handheld gimbal camera. It's not a GoPro, which majority of us on here are probably used to seeing and using, but it's a small, rather flimsy, due to this little function here, camera, which means that in theory it always stays level, which it does. Doesn't mean that footage is perfect, because if you're moving up and down like this, you still end up with some wobble in your footage. As you can see, it's tiny. That's my finger. There we go. That is the size of this device. But you're not going to get true cinematic stability with it, but you will get a lot better than you will with your average handheld device. So don't expect miracles, but do expect a massive improvement from filming on a point and shoot camera, or even on a GoPro. And I am including the new sort of super smooth GoPro 7, etc. So let's have a quick look through it. So you've got really just an on button and a function button and a record button. You've got here a connector, which allows you to connect to a phone, and as you can see, that connects beautifully to my iPhone. And what that does is it gives you a much larger screen. Yeah, so what I've got here is a small little contraption that just, so all the stress and the weight of both these devices is not going through that little lightning connector. So that gives you a much bigger screen, as you can see, and that allows you also access to a few other functions. So basically what this does is it gives you a few gimbal functions. So you have follow mode, which basically means, follow mode basically means that the camera will go up and down. So you can see as I turn this that the camera still stays relatively steady, so it takes out all those little micro movements and makes it a smooth. You then obviously can have tilt locked mode, which is what we started with, which means that it will always point in the direction that you start it in. It doesn't have to be horizontal, but obviously that's the more obvious. And FPV mode is first person view, and what that does is it locks it to pointing in whatever direction the camera's pointing, and it again will just those tiny little lags just to keep it, just to try and keep it smooth, try and keep it in line with where you're pointing it, but take out all those little micro movements to keep it all nice and smooth. So it's yeah, it's quite a versatile device from that perspective. You've got a few speed options as well, so that it will follow the movements faster or quicker, but basically those three moves are the main things. You've obviously got a photo mode, and that means you can take photos with it. In the photo mode, you then can go to panoramic, so it will take panoramas, and rather than traditionally with your phone or your camera you move it, or you take photo and you stitch them together, what this one will do is it'll actually hold it in one place, and it'll go photo, 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 and then stitch them all together and download them to your phone, which is pretty neat, all in one go. That's the DJI OSmo Pocket. I would definitely recommend one of these if you've got some budget for a small camera, purely because of its portable nature. It's so small and discreet that you can take it anywhere, and I do. I pretty much take this everywhere I go, and I absolutely love it. So by way of wrapping this up with a review, I love this. I absolutely could not fault it. I can't think of anything else really that I'd like for it to do. I'm sure I'll think of something after I've finished this video, but generally I think this is awesome. Hopefully I've managed to put some decent clips in here to show you all the stuff that I've been doing with it over the last few months. But basically, yeah, go get one. Go get one, yeah. And don't forget to subscribe. Please come back next Wednesday, and also at the weekend, when hopefully I should have some mountain bike content up. I'll see you soon.